We're all afraid of taking risks. It's human nature to want safety, comfort, and certainty. We don't want to put ourselves in situations where failure is possible or where we might look foolish. We hesitate because the fear of the unknown looms over us like a dark cloud. We think about what might go wrong, the pain of failing, and the judgment from others if we don't succeed. It feels safer to stay in our comfort zone, to keep doing what we've always done. We convince ourselves that avoiding risk means avoiding pain. But in reality, that fear doesn't protect us. It traps us. It stops us from chasing our dreams, from taking chances, and from growing into the person we're meant to become. The fear of taking risks whispers lies into our minds. What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you lose everything? And so, we sit still. We play it safe. We let our dreams gather dust because we're too scared to take that first step. But here's the truth. Staying in your comfort zone doesn't keep you safe. It keeps you stuck. It robs you of the chance to experience something amazing. We need to understand that the fear of taking risks is natural, but letting that fear control us is a choice. It's up to us to decide whether we'll allow fear to paralyze us or push past it and bet on ourselves. Regret. It's heavier than failure. It lingers, digs deep, and stays with you long after the moment has passed. Imagine looking back years from now, thinking about all the chances you didn't take, the dreams you left behind, the opportunities you let slip through your fingers because fear held you back. Regret doesn't just hurt. It haunts you. It's that gnawing feeling in your gut when you think about what could have been. It's the realization that you traded your dreams for comfort. You chose safety over growth. You picked staying the same over becoming the person you always wanted to be. What makes regret so painful is knowing that it's permanent. You can't go back and change it. You can't rewind time and make a different choice. You're left with the memories of what if and if only. Regret whispers to you late at night, reminding you of every path you didn't take and every moment you let fear decide for you. And while failure is temporary, a bruise that heals with time, regret is like a scar that never fades. It's a constant reminder of the dreams you sacrificed for fear and hesitation. It's the pain of wondering how different your life could have been if you had just taken that chance. But the worst part, regret doesn't just affect your dreams. It impacts your self-worth. You start doubting yourself, questioning your ability to change or make bold decisions. You convince yourself that you're not cut out for greatness because you never gave yourself the chance to try. Don't let regret be your story. Don't let it define your future. Instead, choose risk, because the pain of failure is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. Risks are scary. They come with uncertainty, challenges, and the possibility of failure. But every successful person you admire today has one thing in common. They took risks. They put themselves out there despite the fear, despite the doubts. They knew that staying in their comfort zone meant staying stuck. Taking risks means betting on yourself. It means having the courage to say, I might fail, but I'm going to try anyway. Because every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dreams. You can't grow if you're not willing to take that leap. Choosing risk over regret is not about being reckless. It's about understanding that doing nothing is the real danger. It's about realizing that comfort zones don't build character. They build regrets. You might fall. You might struggle. But every failure becomes a lesson, and every setback becomes a story of how you kept pushing forward. Think about it. What's the worst that could happen? You might fail, sure. You might stumble. But failure doesn't define you. Giving up does. And even if you fall flat on your face, at least you tried. At least you gave it your all. That's something you can be proud of. On the other hand, what if you succeed? What if that risk changes your life? What if that one decision to go for it opens doors you never even knew existed? You'll never know unless you take that chance. Choosing risk over regret is about seizing the moment and not letting fear decide your fate. You are stronger than your doubts and braver than your fears. So choose risk, choose growth, and choose the possibility of success over the certainty of regret. And while failure is temporary, a bruise that heals with time, regret is like a scar that never fades. It's a constant reminder of the dreams you sacrificed for fear and hesitation. It's the pain of wondering how different your life could have been if you had just taken that chance. But the worst part, regret doesn't just affect your dreams. It impacts your self-worth. You start doubting yourself, questioning your ability to change or make bold decisions. You convince yourself that you're not cut out for greatness because you never gave yourself the chance to try. Don't let regret be your story. Don't let it define your future. Instead, choose risk, because the pain of failure is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. One day, you'll look back on your life. You'll remember the risks you took, the battles you fought, and the moments you chose courage over comfort. And when that time comes, will you be proud of yourself? Will you look back and say, I gave it everything I had? Or will you be filled with regret, wishing you had taken that leap when you had the chance, wishing you hadn't let fear dictate your choices, wishing you had just tried, just once, to see how far you could go? The truth is, risk is always better than regret, because even if you fall, even if you stumble, at least you're moving forward. At least you're growing, learning, and giving yourself a chance to change your life. Regret, on the other hand, leaves you stuck, frozen in the same place, haunted by the chances you didn't take. You have to understand that greatness doesn't come from playing it safe. They rise by taking risks, by challenging themselves, and by refusing to settle for mediocrity. You owe it to yourself to give your dreams a fighting chance. You owe it to the future you to look back with pride, knowing that you didn't let fear hold you back. It's time to stop wondering, what if, and start creating, I did it stories. So take that risk. Make that move. Make that move. Put yourself out there, because one day you'll thank yourself for being brave enough to try. Regret nothing, because no matter the outcome, you'll know that you chose to live boldly, without fear, without hesitation. The choice is yours. Risk or regret. Choose wisely.